Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Steve Breach coming to you here today. We are watching the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight. Honestly, the presentation for Netflix honestly has been pretty good, but I am not the biggest boxing fan in the world, and I found myself with my finger on the trigger. And I've been flipping around. I have not been watching the undercard fights. I was able to flip over and watch a little piece of WWE SmackDown coming to you live from Milwaukee with Brandon Walker sitting in the front row. Definitely the days are coming up on War Games Survivor Series. Plus a little tip out there for you to all the people that were able to buy Indianapolis Royal Rumble tickets. Tip of the hat to you guys out there. Have a hell of a time. I honestly would love to see another Royal Rumble live. I've been able to go to two of them. I went to the one in Atlanta, I believe it was in 2002, and I went to the one in Phoenix, I want to say like 2012. I don't know the number on that one that well, but that was the CM Punk versus Rock, and that was the Royal Rumble that John Cena won, eliminating Ryback. But both of those experiences were awesome. Getting to stand up and pop for somebody to come out every 2 minutes is just the feeling is not like anything else. To have that just wonder of who is coming out next. It is like sitting there watching a match and knowing there's going to be a run in and just being able to get pumped up for it. But main event, SmackDown. Big storyline going on is Bloodline versus Bloodline. Who is going to be the fifth man? And I made the video earlier this week after Monday Night Raw when they said that it was going to be 5-on-5. I was really surprised that they were going to stick with the four competitors that they had on each side. But it looks like they're going to be adding a little bit more muscle in there. Made a video wondering, they had asked Seth, are the Bloodline going to have to do something in order to get Seth involved? Maybe is it going to be Cody and they're not going to do a WWE Championship match? Saying this, that, and the other. But I just took it for granted that The Rock was going to be the fifth man that was added to the Bloodline with Solo Sikoa. And little do we see tonight. We see the Bloodline with Roman Reigns, the one tribal chief going out there. Him and Sami Zayn being able to play on the same page. It looks like everything's going well. And the Bloodline has the advantage in the 4-on-4. Boom. Bronson Reed. I have been on this guy for a while. This guy is a freaking awesome monster. I had my eye on him when he was on NXT. I thought that, when he got brought up to WWE's main roster and he got released, I was like, damn, I hate to see a talent like that go. They were able to bring him back, and he was one of those guys that, Triple H brought back when he got a little bit of power back in WWE, but it was kind of like, why did you bring him back if you weren't really going to do anything with him? I don't know if he was hurt or if he was just having to get, his feet back into WWE and then find a place for them to use him with the writers. But that match on Monday Night Raw in the main event where it was Monster versus Monster with Braun Strowman was freaking awesome. I thought the match was awesome. And then once it was done, people started complaining that maybe the ring didn't go down the way they wanted it to. Maybe the effects of the match weren't felt the way they wanted to. But I was like, that's how you get people to watch. That's how you get people's attention with a 2-hour Monday Night Raw. That things are going to be changing. Things are different. Yeah, we might have been putting you to sleep for the last few years with these 3-hour Raws, but we're going to make every minute count. And since then, even him in the Seth Rollins feud has just been like, hey, even if he loses these matches, he's having awesome matches with Seth Rollins. He's staying on the top of the card. He's going to find his way to get there. But I did not see Bronson Reed joining Solo Sikoa in the Bloodline. I don't know if he's like a true member of the Bloodline now or if he's just joining the team for the Survivor Series deal. But I guess now we know that Seth is going to be joining that team. He just has to because of the the bad blood that he has with Bronson Reed there. Roman Reigns is going to have to swallow his pride. He's going to have to, kiss us ass and just tell him that he was wrong. And then maybe even bring up the fact, like I told him, like it all comes down to the bad blood between Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. All really comes down to Seth turning on Roman in the Shield. If Seth never does that, maybe the Shield is still running strong and WWE strong today. Maybe Dean Ambrose is still there. Who the hell knows? But Bronson Reed joining this team. I know this doesn't mean like The Rock's not going to be at Survivor Series. The Rock's not going to be at War Games. He could still show up at the end, just like he did with Bad Blood. But I was really looking forward to seeing him in there. But if he's not going to be, Bronson Reed, one hell of an ad.